Sometimes when you get a new ingredient, the best thing to do is just read the back of the packet. This is Barilla's gluten-free penne, and you get a little recipe on the back. So I'm not being over inventive here, I'm just following the recipe on the back of the packet because it's the first time that I've actually cooked using the gluten-free pasta, and they promised me that it's a great taste made with corn and rice, so I'll trust them. So for people playing along at home and keeping score, this is Barilla gluten-free penne with mushrooms and sweet peas. And according to the back of the packet, the first thing we have to do is get our mushrooms and our onion into our pan. So I've turned the pan on, a little bit of oil in the pan. Onions can go in. That's one onion diced. And our mushrooms can go in. I've got button mushrooms and I've got some Swiss browns. In they go. And then we just cook that down for about 10 minutes. You're looking at halving what's in there, the amount of mass that's in there. So we're gonna drive out all of the moisture to intensify the flavor. You're gonna get some color on the mushrooms. I've cooked my mushrooms for about 5 minutes, and you can see onions are nice and brown. We've got some color on our mushrooms. We've driven out all the moisture. So my pasta can go in now. Now it is really tough for me following a recipe because there are other things that I want to do here, but I don't want to divert from Barilla's recipe because it's an Italian dish. If anyone's going to know Italian food, it's going to be the people at Barilla. Pop in our pasta, about half a packet, into some boiling water. It takes about, according to our packet, it takes 10 minutes to cook. So 10 minutes will give us enough time to sort of finish off this recipe. So we'll give that a stir. Now into our pan with our mushrooms, I'm going to add some cream and build a sauce. So I've got lots of color, lots of yummy, sticky, caramelly bits. Turn my pan off, cream can go in. Mix that in. And the residual heat in there will reduce the cream down a little bit. I want to taste it and make sure I've got the seasoning right. But that, little pinch of salt and some cracked pepper. But that's about it. I'm going to toss in, while it's still warm, I'm going to toss in some Parmesan cheese to melt through our sauce a bit. So I've got about half a cup of Parmesan, which I've just sliced really, really thinly. You could grate it and put it in if you want, but I actually want chunks of cheese in there. Mix through the mushrooms. We'll place that in, stir it in. I'm going to use the residual heat in the pan to help cook our peas. In go our peas. Stir that in. And that is basically our sauce done. Now all I'm waiting for is my penne to cook, and then I'll take it straight from there in there, taking some of the pasta water in there with it. It's just a good habit to get into. Put it in a big bowl and you're done. Well done, Barilla.